What? What's up, Brooks?
I think he said we're live.
You're online.
Okay. All right. Welcome back, everyone, to episode 4 of the Thunder Buddies podcast. Today, we're going to do a wing episode with Brooks and Jose. So, I think we're just going to talk about what qualities we look for in wings. And I think we're going to specifically talk about bone-in wings. All right. So, Jose, I'm going to pass the torch to you to get this going.
Well, here I don't have too many options anymore for wings. But when I lived in Colorado Springs, there was a lot of options, and I tend to always go for the mom and pop stores when it comes to making my decision on a wing place versus a commercial place. Like right now where I live, it's only commercial. I have Pizza Hut or Domino's that I can choose for wings, which both are horrible.
Yeah, not the best.
Yeah. But when I was back home or back when I lived in Colorado, I could just go to a mom and pop place, but still my go-to anytime is Wingstop out of the main chains. If I'm going to go somewhere, like if we're going to go to Buffalo Wild Wings and other places, Wingstop is going to be my go-to, and barbecue and Parmesan garlic are my two favorites. Taco Mac, I've never heard of that place.
Oh, nice. Oh, for real?
They have great issues. Wings. They have too many options. I don't like it.
What was the Parmesan flavor?
Garlic Parmesan.
I've never tried that before.
Really?
Yeah.
Garlic. I usually like to. I pair the garlic Parmesan whenever I go with a spicy something spicy to set it off. So I'll go with a spicy barbecue or a buffalo hot or mango habanero thing. But I just like the Parmesan garlic to kind of offset it. The heat.
Okay. Yeah. I stick to the more traditional flavors: buffalo, barbecue, teriyaki, lemon pepper. That's about it.
Yeah.
I don't get too adventurous with my wings. Brooks, what about you? What are your go-to flavors?
I usually, it's weird. I prefer the smaller wings, actually. Most people are like, they want the big chunkers because it's the value of the wing. But I feel like the flavor gets a little adjusted. I feel like I'm eating like a chicken leg.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
And I guess just I actually don't need them to be big chunkers. I feel like usually, in my experience, the flavor is worse.
I totally agree. Like Mojo's, I think has that's a local wing place, Jose. I think they have the best wings, hands down. But the wings are super tiny. I mean, they're not even as long as your
they are very
finger.
pequeño.
Super tiny, and you have to get at least 30 of them. But it's the best wings I've ever had. They get them super crispy.
Okay.
And the buffalo sauce,
extra crispy every time, baby.
I mean,
and that's the thing with me.
Every time.
If they're smaller, I don't like the extra crispy because I feel like I'm just going to bite into bone. So if I have a more of a chunker like you're mentioning, I do like that extra crispy just because I can bite and get the meat off. But when it's smaller like that, especially if it's the flats, I feel like I'm just biting straight into bone, and I just can't get into the meat off of it when it's crispy like that. But I do love an extra crispy wing, but I'm opposite with you. I'll go for a chunker when it comes to crispy just to be able to get the meat off the bone.
Okay. Are you guys flats or drums? I'm a flat guy.
Drum.
I honestly can't ever care. They taste the same. I don't care. I just want the food. There's so many people who are like, only flats, please. I'll pay an extra $18 for only flats. And I'm like, well, I mean, it's still chicken. So for me, it's not a huge, whatever happens. I think it's really weird when people are like, here, break it this way. And they tear the bone and they shove it on the ground. Like Whit was trying to show me.
Yeah.
I just eat the flat regular. I think obviously the drum is easier to eat. You just eat it like a chicken wing.
Yeah, it's
chicken wing.
But it is what it is. I don't really care.
Yeah.
No, like, what about you? With you being a flat, Ross, do you have a technique that you eat your wings with?
Yeah, so it's what I've been doing since I was a kid. I always start on the side where it's like this. I don't even know how to describe it. The side that's the most uh like rounded, because the other side has
Bell-shaped?
like a almost like a
The side that has the
like
freckles?
yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, yeah. I always start there, then I move to the other side, and then I flip it over, and I push both of my fingers through to push the meat through.
Hey,
And
that
that
seems like
This
the
is
gets all the
hassle.
meat
going to
off.
get some
Yeah.
curated content.
Yeah, good thing we don't have any wings
Demonetized.
here to demonstrate how we eat those wings, or yeah, we'd get banned after that.
I like to shove my tongue through the hole.
Yep. No, that's yeah. There is nothing
Yeah, and-
left of the
okay,
wing.
So Hose, you've lived
So do you
more
guys
places
like-
than Ross and I. We've all lived just kind of Georgia the whole time. Where in the places you've gone is the go-to wing place for Hosey?
So I would have to say, like, if you just want consistency, Wingstop, because it's been the same here in Texas and in Colorado. If you want a consistent wing, if you want to travel around and try and get different feels, like I said, that's what I liked about Colorado. There was different places, but being in the city, I'm driving 30 minutes one way, and by the time I get home, my wings are cold, and I feel like that affected. Because when I was still living there and getting wings, it was during the middle of the pandemic. You couldn't eat them there. You had to do takeout. So it kind of sucked when you're trying to figure out I couldn't really judge too many of the places, because if it was a further drive, I knew by the time I got home it's going to be colder. And to me, I don't like microwaved food that much. I'll use it, but I feel it tastes
Dude, air fryer,
the original
bro.
flavor. Yeah, but driving 30 minutes and then putting another 10 minutes in the air fryer, like, I'm ready to eat by that time. Like, big boy got to eat.
That's fair.
But no, yeah, but Wingstop has been my consistent place for me, and like I said, it's got the flavors that I like you mentioned, the classics, the barbecue, the teriyakis, lemon pepper, but it also has the garlic parmesan, and I liked it there because you could actually see the actual parmesan flakes on it, so it actually had big actual parmesan pieces of cheese on it, and it wasn't just like a sauce when you go to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Okay.
What is your
Oh, see,
mom
that
and
might
pop
be the
place,
thing.
though?
Yeah. Tell us about that.
About what?
Your mom and pop.
Your mom and pop option.
What was that? Let me see if I can find it online, the name of that place I was going to.
While you look that up, so I don't like any dipping sauces. So the garlic parmesan selection that you just stated, you said like with other places it's usually a sauce. That would turn me off immediately. But if it's actual garlic and just Parmesan cheese on it, that sounds pretty good.
It's a sauce, but when you actually see the Parmesan and garlic pieces, where like at Buffalo Wild Wings, it's more of a sauce that you're getting.
Okay.
So I got lucky when I lived in the Springs. I did live next to the place that got the #1 rating for the Springs every year since I lived there. And that was called Golden Flame Hot Wings. And that was always a good place, but the pricing was what you would expect for someone that's getting the #1 wings in the city. Like they were proud of their wings. But the other
How much
one
would
was
be like 20?
Let me pull it up. So you're looking at they had a 15-piece special, or 20 up to 2 sauces, bone in, $26.99.
Oh, for 15?
Oh, for 20. Yeah, the special came with
for
fries
20.
and a
Oh,
drink.
okay.
Yeah, $23.50 if you got the 15-piece with fries and a drink.
Okay. That's really not bad because I paid today $26 for 20 wings from Wing Nuts. Not too bad.
They're $25. That means there's 25 wings is the number. The quantity.
Oh
is
no, I do
25.
10 and 10. I do 10 and 10.
But it's $26.75 for 25 wings.
Wait, are they overcharging me?
Probably.
Possibly. I mean,
Oh no, I need to start doing the 25
Texas, maybe.
again. Yeah, that's right.
I think it's $26.75.
Yeah, see, I started doing
is something like that for the base.
Okay. Yeah, well, the reason I switched is because the 5 just was too, like, that extra 5. I found myself leaving like a couple, and so I was like, I'm just gonna get like the 20.
I'm gonna look up their menu.
Okay.
Yeah, the
So
other
while
place
he's
I'd
doing
go,
that-
the mom and pop place I'd go to is called Wild Bill's Buffalo Wings.
Okay.
Yeah, that place was pretty good. I'm trying to look up their pricing right now. And this one was like legit mom and pop.
25 piece.
Saving a few bucks.
It's $25 for 20 wings, so same idea.
Yeah.
This one, it does not have their smaller. It just shows their 40-piece and 50-piece pricing. But for 40 pieces, you're looking at $38.99. But that was a legit mom and pop place. Like, hole in the wall. It was probably like 10 feet wide. The sitting area had old school bench seats, like 3 tables, and that was it. But it was so good. But that one, was a drive for me, so by the time I get home, they would be a little bit cold, but they were still good. I'd still make the 30-minute trek for them.
Okay. Now, what do you guys think about breading on wings?
Hate it.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I don't like it in bone-in. Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah. Like
And even on boneless wings, usually you go wrong whenever you have so much breading on the boneless wing that it ruins it completely. It's usually like when you go to like a main branch of something, it's usually like heavily breaded boneless wing with the sauces kind of fine, but it's not even worth getting.
Yep.
Usually you have to go to like a very smaller thing that maybe it's not even like on their appetizer menu. Maybe it's just like on their dinner menu for me to actually get boneless wings somewhere else.
Yeah, and it's so easy to fill. You look like these boneless wings. They look kind of good and filling. You cut into it, and it's nothing but breading and a little bitty chicken nugget in the middle. Like,
disgusting.
My favorite place to get boneless wings is Shane's Rib Shack. They have amazing tenders and boneless wings.
Because it's pretty much their chicken tenders cut into pieces.
Yeah. Their chicken tenders are better than the ribs. Better than the barbecue, I would say.
Like,
I agree. Their barbecue is not my favorite. It's sweet.
When it comes to boneless, if they do their actual even if it's not really home style or homemade breading versus the regular deep fried breading like you get at Buffalo Wild Wings, for some reason I love that. Like if you go to Texas Roadhouse and get their chicken strips and the way those are breaded, I'll take that 9 times out of 10 over the best wing place having their breaded wings and stuff like that. But I don't know if you have a picture.
I can't stand Zaxby's buffalo sauce.
We do not have a Zaxby's here.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm not a dipping sauce guy, except for when it comes to barbecue sauce. I don't like ranch, anything. I think it's all gross. Even like the white sauce in Japanese steakhouse.
So much.
What's that?
No.
You say Japanese steakhouse?
Yeah, I said I don't even like the sauces at Japanese steakhouses.
I only get teriyaki.
I don't like any.
You don't like yum yum sauce?
Yeah. No, that's it. Yeah, the yum yum sauce. I've never tried it.
I love that stuff.
More like
maybe I've tried it once.
Like what? So with the wings, are y'all blue cheese or are y'all ranch?
Neither.
Throw it away.
Neither.
I don't want it. Give me extra medium.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
I have no reason to use either. I mean, blue cheese is disgusting. I'll have ranch on other stuff, but I think blue cheese is just literally, it's like turds. It's gross.
Curled turds, yeah. I agree. Like, I think you're either a ranch or a blue cheese person, but yeah, I'm straight ranch, but yeah.
See, I don't like the smell of ranch. I had a traumatic experience it might have been middle school. I spilled some ranch on my clothes at lunch, and the smell stayed with me all day, and it was absolutely disgusting. And so, like, I hate the way ranch tastes. I hate the way it smells. And whenever I smell it, I think back to that cafeteria moment.
I think you have different definition of traumatic, yeah, than other people.
Hey, that's white privilege traumatic, baby.
Yeah, your privilege is showing right now, Ross. Ross's most traumatic moment is he spilled some ranch on his pants.
We just got 2 minutes.
Yeah. But yeah, nah.
All right, well, was that Wing Chat?
I think that might be it for Wing Chat. I need to go get me some wings now. Yeah.
Oh, sure. Man, I still have some in the fridge.
I gotta rub it in. I gotta go call Domino's and get some crappy wings done here in a minute.
Oh, that's so sad. Don't do it.
Listen,
don't
the worst part.
Do you have a mellow mushroom nearby?
Dude, no. Like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Bad.
Wait, you don't know what a mellow mushroom is?
No. Like, your all East Coast stuff is...
It's overrated. Don't worry about it.
Like, we're getting a Zaxby's is getting built somewhere close to me, but not even that close. Do y'all have
Well, it's still good.
Y'all have Raising Cane's over there?
In Athens, Georgia, we do.
Louisiana,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, we do have one? Wow.
Yeah, in Athens, Georgia. Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
You need to go there.
Never.
How far is that from y'all?
Like an hour 30? And a half.
45? So. Oh, wow. It's that far? Gross. Oh, from you, I guess. Maybe different from me.
You think Athens is closer to you? Hold on, let me just do a quick Google.
I have no idea.
Thing from like where I'm at. I'm pretty sure.
Just tell everyone your address.
No.
And they'll Google it.
Yes, in 1 hour and 30 minutes exactly.
All right, well, let's do a fun test to see if I'm better than you.
Hey Jose, what were those NCAA rules? Now that we mentioned Athens, Georgia,
the new name and likeness rules that allows NCAA athletes to make money while in school.
Oh,
so you can't sell a kid's jersey in your store without him making, or her, sorry, some kind of profit off of that, because schools have been doing that forever, and the value was to the student's education, but that is hard to equate the impact. Like, a Zion Williams is going to be $1 billion. I mean, it's the only time I went to a game was to see him. So I spent $2,000 to go see Duke UNC.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
If you guys are interested, I would. Sorry. It's the lag thing, Jose. It's not me interrupting.
Yeah, I was about to say it's because if you decided to go to the Duke and UNC game, which is probably the biggest game to watch out of those two schools.
Yeah. Definitely, 100%. But the most recent episode of The Shop on HBO Max sponsors this show. They actually talk about whether or not kids would be successful if they were focused on making money in college as opposed to getting better and getting a higher spot in the draft. And some of them were arguing that that's just that type of player. Like, Trae Young would have been that player regardless if he was making money or if he was focused on just his jersey sales or getting some kind of like more, I don't know, events where his name was there instead of practicing more, whether or not he would end up where he is today, which he's actually quite good. But they were saying like regardless, like you just have that kind of, if you're that kind of athlete, then the goal doesn't change, because even now their goal isn't always money in the NBA. They're getting paid now, but they're still trying to just improve, get to the championship, so on and so forth.
Yeah, it'd be like pros not getting better once they become pros because they're making so much money. It does.
Yeah,
I don't think it makes. But my take that I wanted to bring up is this going to bring more students to actually go to college and elect to stay 4 years versus leaving early to pursue a pro career because they're already making money and getting exposure and getting.
I don't think so.
Rewarded for it for staying in college.
I still think the G League has a possibility of making more of an impact when they started throwing out 6 figures for G League. That's more than WNBA players for 2 years. Like I think the average is 34,000 for a WNBA player. The fact that you could probably make 50 to 60 and your 100% goal is just basketball in the G League. Like they just had the second player
overall was from the G League.
Was a G League player.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
what's the G League? Is that just like the
minor leagues,
like in baseball? Okay,
that's one that baseball. Like, would you have a guy in the farm side
put a lot more money into it.
Yeah, they made it legit. But that's what I think. Like other leagues, like WNBA players making 34,000 in the WNBA. If you're making that or half of that in college, will you be more inclined to stay in that? Or in baseball players, like if you go to college, you have to stay all 4 years in baseball for their rules, or you can go in straight into the minor league system and farm systems if you get drafted out of high school. Would this make it more enticing to go and do that 4 year in college? You're in a spot you're not going to get traded, or join a farm league and you don't know where you'll be playing next week in case they decide to trade you for draft picks or because they want something else.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was wrong. My average income for the WNBA has increased dramatically over the last couple of years. So in the 2019-2020 season, average was 57.
Okay.
So that's a huge increase.
That's almost double what it was. Yeah. Still not.
Yeah.
Where
go ahead.
Like considerable, but yeah, it's still better. It's moving up, but
yeah, my only concern is with paying athletes, college athletes, specifically, is that it's going to cause, I think, a pretty huge discrepancy between schools that aren't able to give the athletes. What's that?
I knew what you were going to say, and I just was going to say that all the good players go to Alabama and Georgia in football already. Yeah. Everybody goes to Duke, Kentucky in basketball already. I don't think this changes.
Yeah.
The half from what we've already changed. No. Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think Texas and Oklahoma are joining the SEC now? There's going to be more exposure.
For sure. More competition.
More, not necessarily. The more competition is the reason. They're just going to want. We are at the SEC. Look at this is the exposure we can bring you. We're going to be in all the primetime slots. Yeah. Come to us. You might be able to make more money coming to our school than going to a Tech, a Baylor, TCU in there. Like with y'all, it's come to Georgia where we're going to have more exposure than you going to Georgia Tech and playing Clemson once a year in Georgia. Then other than that, no one else is going to watch it on TV.
yeah, absolutely. Okay, that's true. I see your points.
Yeah, get your name out there. Like I said, that's what's
dead. He hasn't responded.
Dang.
Yeah, he hasn't responded to me either.
He muted his phone. He's already playing.
Let him talk about the Jackets for a little bit.
Is that his school?
Yes. Yeah.
He's graduated from there with a bachelor, and then Paul went to work almost immediately out of school, and then Ross showed up like 4 years after Paul graduated.
Yeah. And then
he'll
what about
be
you?
I think it's more than
Brooks?
4 years.
Did you go to Duke, or is that more of your school of fandom?
Oh, not even close, bro. I went to West Georgia, and it's disgusting, awful place that I can't recommend to anyone. The only reason I
So I
went
didn't know-
there, it was the closest to the Alabama border that was still in Georgia, so I could pay in-state. And so Whit went to Birmingham, at Sanford in Birmingham, and
Okay.
it was the closest location. That it was an hour and a half drive for us, and we were dating since high school, so we were making that every single weekend. So
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know if, like I said,
School sucks.
if it was a alma mater thing, or it was just more of a like mine with Texas. It's where I
It's
was
Coach
going to
K
go,
thing, baby.
but money did not work out.
Oh, I'm not smart enough to get into Duke. I don't
No.
play.
You fooled me.
I'm white enough, but you know, I could play lacrosse. Shit.
Dang. All right.
The
Well,
lull is upon us.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna get me some
All right,
wings
shall we wrap
while y'all
this
go
up?
play some Halo.
All right, buddy.
Think so.
Sounds
All right.
good.
Are you going to join us?
You kids.
I'm gonna eat and then see what's up.
All right. Rabbit is online. He just invited me to a party.
Bet.
All right.
So,
All right. See you guys later.
Later.
all right.